forgot to add myself back in again. Happens at least once every 3 weeks now. You think I know, but welcome to Connects with Guitars. I'm Ben, and you aren't. Sometimes, so just once. I'd like to see a bunch of Bens in the chat. I used to get one once in a while, but he's like, no. And who do we got? We got 33 people in here thus far. We've got a live Q&A session going on here. You know, if you got the Q's, I got the A's. What else? Oh yeah, we're gonna play some music on a freshly strung up Wolfgang-shaped object. Apparently, I think the strings are seated. We'll see how long it stays in tune. So that'll be fun and exciting. And then we've got bad album covers coming up later, where Charles comes on for a segment, and that's always fun. So let's see, who do we have in the chat thus far? First in the chat, we got McCullum Music. Then we got Zach Thong. Then Steve Steve's here. Well, he was here half an hour ago. I assume he's still here. I don't know. Dan Gorman was then next to arrive. Mark's gas station showed up. Elbar J showed up as well. And then Mark Taft. Again, half an hour ago. I doubt Mark's here, because he's not going to sit there looking at a blank screen on his phone for half an hour. Then again, maybe he is. Sad. But you never know. Who else we got? Ferd Burfel and Paul McNary. That's our wily veteran contingent. Not to say that they're old, but they're older than me. Technically, both were old enough to be my father. So they're more like big bros. Like big bros. You know, Ken's kind of in between, Charles. You know. But most of you guys are my bigger bros. I only got a couple younger bros in here. Zach is like the one that where dad got one past the goalie way late in life. I'm just saying. You know, unplanned, as it were, you know. Yeah, well, that's a tangent to start the show. Wayne McConnell's here, although maybe not now. Keith H., good to see ya. Mark Spurgeon, I don't know if I said hey to him, but I did just now. Billy Baloney, he's here. Who else? They're all talking to each other. Wow, they're doing a lot of talking with each other. There we go. Well, I'm also like 10 minutes ago. Still pre-show. Puppy Badass in the house. What's up, Brother Ed? Oh, I know. Should I take an antacid before the show? Nah, I'll be fine. Really? Unfucking Believable is in fact here. JP Page 2 is here as well. Great to see you. Hip Metalworks. Right on. Greasy Monkey Guitars. Well, this time of year is more greasy than greasy. Just saying. Dastardly Dave. I don't think he's that dastardly. He's definitely Dave, though. There's Charles 75N. The Good Doctor. All saying hey to each other. Man, you guys are really talking to each other. Wow. Down and Back Cornhole Podcast is value. That's Cousin Doug. As Charles says, the definitive or the only cornhole, even though he doesn't even broadcast on YouTube anymore because he's too cheap to pay for a service that multitasks on different platforms. He's more over on the face space if you do that thing. Huge in the face space. 60,000 views over the weekend or something, Charles. Of course, he was live 13 hours a day. You know what? That's more than Quentin James. I'm just saying. That's more than Quentin James even. Just barely. There's Trev, all aboard indeed. See, that's where we are in the chat. And there's Papa Blue, Vox Guitars Rock, Marcel Leblanc, comment ça va? Stephen Douglas, Joe Alba is here. John Landino is here. Awesome. Who else we got? They're all saying hey. A lot of haze. William De Silva, the Glass Man. Awesome. Scrolling so fast that it's all just a blur. Glenn Michael Thompson is in fact here, along with Steve Cassidy. Launched a new channel that I forgot to subscribe to. Gotta do that. That's on my list. I forget what it's called, Charles, otherwise I'd shout it out. That's how bad I am. River Docs! lurking in the shadows. He's the cool kid hanging out next to the speaker at the dance. He's half deaf in one ear, but he's really cool. One of those guys that could roll a joint on a LP trev with one hand while carrying on a conversation. Because he's got like a smoke going in the lefty, and he's rolling with the righty while holding a conversation. You're like, wow, are you like a drummer? Because you're very ambidextrous and multitasking and stuff. He goes, pedal steel, motherfucker. You go, damn, even better. Wow. Martian Murray, neither Martian nor Murray. But yeah, one of us. Who else is here? They're all here. 4 is here. And I'm caught up. Look at that. 44 people in here. Steve, could you let us know the name of your channel? So maybe one of the moderators could find it and we'll all subscribe to the new channel so you can have 2 channels that have more subs than me. Because that'd be nice. Oh, well, there's Steve Cassidy Guitar Channel. That's the main one. Yeah, he's already well beyond me there, Charles. I think he celebrated 8,000 subscribers. Crazy. There's Arf and Michael Krause. Good to see both of you. I dare say Michael Krause might be an honorary Canuck at this point at the amount of East Coast adventures he had this summer. Oof, don't I? Dare say. And I'm pretty sure he lives further north than me. So there's that. Man, he's cost effective when it comes to guitars. I like that. Not saying we're cheap as a nation, but we can be. What's up, Richard Clark? Casa de Guitar. Aha. There's Mark Taft. I shouted you out, Mark, about 7 minutes ago. You're back, though. I said. I'm like, there's no way you were in at 7:30. I'm like, you're not hanging out for half an hour just staring at a blank screen. Although you might be. But I don't think you were. So. Casa de Guitar. I'm gonna have to check that out. It's all the races. Who's gonna book Steve Cassidy on their show first, Charles? You're a little amenable time-wise, but hey, it's 1 in the morning for him and he's here. So there's that. He only has to be around for 5 p.m. for you. Easy, right? Easy peasy, wine and cheesy. He's like, I quit the show. He's just going to hold up a sign that says, I quit. And then I'll see him disappear from the green room. And I'm like, wow. Thanks, Trev. Everybody, you can all leave for a moment if you have to. Give him a sub and then come back. 48 of you. Oh, you know what? I got the popped out chat. I should be able to click on said link. La la la. So I can subscribe too. I've just got to wait for the chat to catch up. Fun fact, Charles found out, and you might be too. Charles cannot gift memberships on this channel for some reason. Won't let him do it. We don't know why. There we go. Casa de Guitar is 205 subscribers deep with only 2 videos. Wow. Nice. Well, it's now 206. Nice. Wow, it's just... So you did like a live stream and a little, hello! Wow. 200 subs. Nice. Good on you, mate. Joe McGraw is in fact here. He turned off gifts. I didn't. 4 did, though. Or Charles did. I don't know. Maybe he did. Charles, nope. He's shaking his head. You can't see him shaking in the chat, but I can see him. He's right about there in the green room. And he's... So. Well, I tuned a guitar about 15 minutes ago. Wonder if it's still in tune. Probably not. Really? Hey, Bo. Trav, a top 10 hit kid. That's the whole song, Charles. They said they called it grungy. I was like, no, that's just lazy. Yeah, check out that axe. It'll be featured later this week on a workbench restring setup video. Like my string bends will sound like dying cats. There's Brian from Searching for Tone. See if that helps. Probably not. It was fine for like months. Hit the go live. I'm gonna fuck you over. What it is I'm trying to bend and the string is kind of sliding under my finger too. Maybe I shouldn't have gone with the 2/64 action. Yeah. Guitars Rock. Glenn Michael Thompson. Joe McGraw. Did I miss anybody? I got a hand cramp. Maybe shouldn't have started with nothing but bar chords. Bar chords. Cool. Oh, we got 50 people watching. Well, we got 50 people watching. Guys, I saw some confusion the other day. I heard confusion, Charles. There's confusion. People are under the impression that I have a co-host on the show, and I don't. I have a guest that comes on for a segment, but this is a show. Even though it says Canucks, I have had co-hosts, but currently it's just me, one-man operation. I bring on Sir Charles for the Bad Album Cover segment, because he's an honorary Canuck, but he can't be a co-host because he's not. If you cut him, does he bleed Canuck? No. He bleeds like 3 primary colors instead of 2. I think it's all his time with the military, to tell you the truth. Actually, 4 colors: red, white, blue, and a little olive drab just bleeds on through. Just saying, he doesn't throw it out there, but I know. And a producer, easy try, I know, who is fully Canuck, fully. Waiting for the citizen. Yeah, I know. There you go, Charles. I know, because you got the Waylon Phaser. Easiest Van Halen intro ever. You wanted to learn something this week? Check this out. Intro to Atomic Punk. You just get yourself a bunch of distortion, right? Kick in a phaser, right? Check this out. Don't even have to have a play position. It's just like sawing for teens. That's all it is. Then eventually you got to play some notes, but if you just want to do the first little bit. Just like brushing your teeth, exactly, Lee. I have a story about running with the devil. So it was, should we tell the story, Charles? He's like, yeah, let's do it. All right. So for those who haven't heard the story, this is a story involving me and my hatred now of that song. So this is when I was living at my old place, which is an old farmhouse. And for most people know, old farmhouses don't really have anything in the way of climate control in the summertime other than how far open your windows are. That's it. So I got the windows open. Yeah, it's a hot day, Steve. Hot day. There's, got the windows open. Got fan. It's not doing much. Now all of a sudden I hear bass guitar, of course, right? And I'm like, no. And then I hear, and I'm like, wow, full set in. I don't even know it. So, right with the devil, instrument. I don't think I heard any vocals. And I was like, wow, that's terrible. But man, cool. There's a band in the neighborhood. I don't know. I'm not the only musician in the neighborhood apparently. And then so I stop. And you can tell they were conversing. And they go, oh yeah, Can you hear the rake every time? Because the guy's right in front of his amp. I'm like, oh, really? All right, so we're doing it again. And then they did it again. And then they did it again. To the point where you could tell, like, there was some frustration involved. Because there would be a break of about 2 to 3 minutes. And just when you thought it was over, I thought, no, they can't do it for a 7th time. And then I thought, it's awfully loud. A fella could, file a noise complaint, but I can't be that guy. I'm the last guy that can file a noise complaint over a band rehearsing who clearly needs it. So, fortunately, after about 45 minutes of the same song, I got a text from Shanahan, my good buddy Richie Shanahan, and he said, hey, what are you up to? You want to hang out? And I'm like, fuck yeah! I'll be over in 10 minutes. And he's like, it takes 15 to get here. I'm like, don't care. No. To the point where I walked around the neighborhood to try to figure... I couldn't figure out where the source, where the band was coming from. It was omnipresent fucking amazing that they did that. And I'm just like, because I wanted to kick the door into the garage. I was like, here, this is the way it's played, because I had totally worked out what the parts were that they were fucking up with after the 4th time. And I was like, oh, and, you know, it was just, yeah, and then just what I thought was it. That was years ago. Oh, it was terrible. Oh, Taking Care of Business was their other one. So Running with the Devil and Taking Care of Business. Yep, quite the band. I don't think they ever got booked for a gig. I didn't have any gear at the house, Charles. Charles says the fella should have just turned up his amp and showed him. That was at the time where none of my gear was stored at the house. Unfortunately. Otherwise, oh yeah, because I used to do that. I used to take the half stack out on the back patio, which was right outside the old studio room, and on a sunny day, just get up there, go full airborne style. Cut off shorts, no fucking shirt, just giving her pedal board into a half stack, playing all your favorite hits, and then I did that a little too long, and then apparently you get a nice diagonal stripe across the body from the guitar strap. When you play long enough outside shirtless. That was a mistake. I saw BCRH 581 in the chat. He was last night's guest, which was awesome. That was so much fun. I shouldn't play the same ones 2 weeks in a row. I was trying to find them, Ed. I walked around the neighborhood a couple times because they were a bad band. And I thought, I could really shine in this band, Charles, because I was bad, but man, I wasn't as bad as they were. Earl P's in the house. And Eric Coombs. That knob with the low friction that she wants to turn down. Zach remembers my videos from the old place, right? tuning. All right, you're all right. You're all right. Yeah, you're a little. Just one. Yes. Made in Japan, just like most of my favorite live albums. Ooh. Did I see Seth Lee pop in? I do. What's up, Seth? It's like, wow, we got a bunch of people watching. Well, that's because it's that time, isn't it? Are these DeMarcus? No, these are Wolfgang pickups. Stock pickups. It's I talked about it in the video. Plus, there's a demo of this on the channel, which I highly recommend checking out if you haven't already. Maybe I'll post. I'll put. Actually, you know what? Don't do it now. I'll post a post. The community post. Either later tonight or tomorrow. So check it out. There you go. Look forward to it. But it is time for me to adjust my volume. Audio. Let's go to a bit there. And go to a bit there. And then Charles is like, yep, I hear a volume difference. And we got Charles. AJ's like, Charles. Hi, Charles.
Well, hello there, sir.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Oh, I think I'm going to turn on the fan. I'm starting to work up a sweat.
You can turn it on tonight, huh?
Whew. Burn it up. Melting faces. Just my own, but I'm melting it. You're like, you might want to check the wiring. Maybe you short circuit and it's burning you up. Like, yeah, you've seen my videos.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jean is here.
Hey, Jean. Nice.
Hello there, Elbarge. Elbarge.
Chris is looking to get timed out. So I'm just going to... All right, it's 8:32. I'm ignoring Chris for the next 5 minutes now. He's on a 5-minute timeout for being
He's on a 5-minute timeout. Okay.
Yeah. So that's 8:32. So I'm just ignoring all... I'm just doing like the classic sitcom. I'm pretending he's dead. Ooh, I felt a chill. It's like he'll say something. Ooh, I felt a chill in the chat. What's up, dude? So yes, bad album covers. Oh, hang on.
He ran away.
I was turning the fan on. Probably a good idea right before I want to light some weed.
So do we have some good covers tonight? Or is it a mix? Is it a progression? What are we doing?
Small one. It's a small one after all. It's a small one after all. It's an eclectic mix tonight, Charles.
Okay, very good.
Starting off with someone you know. Red Fox, Nasty.
That's not a bad album cover.
I can hear his voice though.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Nasty brand. It says right on the can there. Extended edition.
I would have bought this. I would have bought this, hands down.
Right.
Here you go, HIPAA cornucopia, sure.
Kind of looks like
John
Ken
is
said
right
something
on
else
it
on
with
it before and they
you
photoshopped it
big
in.
dummy.
You big dummy. I'm just saying it does look like that. It was a different can before and they just put that over top.
Yeah, the can looks photoshopped in.
It's like it was probably from a Colt 45 ad and they said, fuck it, use the same thing. No, I'm coming Elizabeth. He would not come towards Esther.
It depends on how many nasties he had.
Oh, there ain't enough nasties in the world to make you look unnasty. I can hear him saying it now, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You so ugly, it makes this can seem beautiful. Yeah.
I have issue with this one being in Bella.
Yep. So Red Fox, nasty.
It would be a crime if it's not in stereo.
Right. Although, does speaking need to be in stereo?
Well, yeah, because you get the laughter panning off of, you know.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Well, you know what? Let's try another one. Here we go. Throbbing Gristle. What? Throbbing Gristle. Something you.
Loving you?
No, being you. Wow. Throbbing Gristle
That's
being
creepy.
you. That doesn't
that is sense. Creepy.
20 jazz funk greats. It's in stereo. We want it to look like you're on a cliffside. There's no cliffs around here. Don't worry, I'll just airbrush out a portion of the field behind you to make it look like a cliff.
There you go.
Yes, Al Pacino's side project.
We do know that if this was an actual cliff, the girl would not be standing over there.
No. You check out comments. I'm going to be right back. I need to get an antacid in the worst way.
All right, we'll do that. Let's see. Al Pacino's side project. All right. They neither look jazz nor funk nor great. Oh, yeah, for sure. Glad there's only 20. Get some relief at the end of 19, right? All right, they're a noise rock band for sure, Billy. Is that Paul Rogers, John says? Well, you very well could be. We don't know. Let's see. Is Grizzle supposed to be throb? Yeah, does Grizzle throb? And what does it really mean? I don't know. I really don't know. Bootsy quit the band immediately. Yes, you could tell by the distancing between them. And apparently the guy on the right-hand side has too. And it became a duet shortly thereafter. Let's see. I see one gal has potential one guy. Oh my gosh. Dude, you went harsh on that, dude.
They couldn't even park the car out of frame.
No, it's got to be there.
Just to make it weirder.
Why do I get the sense that two in the center are a couple? Simon and
Oh, wow.
So does Grizzle throb? That's the real question here, Ben. Does Grizzle throb?
Well, I guess it depends on what mood you're in. You know what I'm talking about, John DeShane?
Oof.
But is he the master of his domain?
Damn.
Depends on the grip.
And hello there, John DeShane, by the way.
All right, let's try another one. What's up, Kush? Jesus worked a miracle for me.
See, I don't think he did because you're still in the wheelchair.
Right? I'm like, I don't think he did. So we got Ricardo Montalban, I think a teacher from Little House on the Prairie, and then one of Jerry's kids that they just, come over here, kid. We'll make your album look more sympathetic.
Hey, the kid's the coolest one in the picture. I'm just saying.
No, actually, it is, Charles. She was expecting the child might have been a different ethnicity, but Jesus worked a miracle and he came out white.
That's the miracle.
That's the miracle.
He made you special.
Yeah, she was praying.
Oh,
and look at your son. He might not walk.
Oh,
no,
God.
he's white.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, the white suit was really overdone during this time period.
Right? Well, Fantasy Island was popular, Charles.
Yeah.
Just a few comments. Wow.
There are things in the comments we can't say.
Yep. He's faking his parents push him everywhere. Fucking miracle. Right? Yeah, it's probably part of the act, right? The kid can walk. It's a young guy Caballero. I used the wheelchair for respect.
That's right.
How did dudes ever eat hot wings with those white suits? Well, see, you take off the jacket and you got the black shirt.
Yeah, that's why the shirt's black.
Yeah. But like, she looks like she's dressed from the 1800s.
You know what the guy in the white suit? He's missing the gold pinky ring.
Well, it's on his right hand. You just can't see it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it probably flips open with just a bump of Coke under the rhinestone. But yeah, she looks like she's wearing a petticoat or baby's got back.
It's very late 1800s. Yeah,
it is. I was thinking very Victorian era. She knit that outfit. Yeah, right.
Well, she waited for the cameraman.
She's actually pregnant, and she's just leaning forward to make it look like, yeah. Yeah, the kid's dressed for summer. She's not, right? It's like, wow. Mrs. Olsen, right? All right. What do we got next, Trev? Jesus worked a miracle for me. Again, I don't think he did. Best of the truck driver songs.
If Lot Lizard is not the first track, don't buy this album.
What's up, Mayhem?
Oh my.
I'm not even touching that one, dude.
That's the only thing you can do.
Speaking of throbbing gristle.
A nice callback.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. This is just weird. Like, they didn't know what to do exactly, so they just grabbed the toys that they used to keep the kids busy while mom gets her photo done at the Sears studio.
Well, the thing, if you really are a person looking for truck driver songs, is this the photo that gets you there?
Do you want to rephrase that? This is the photo that gets you there? It's very lonely on the road, Charles. Yeah, like you couldn't, like, I don't know, stand like at a truck stop in between two actual tractor trailers.
Exactly.
Jerry Seinfeld wants his shirt back. Oh, look, Chris is back.
Whoa there, Chris.
The self-imposed exile. She's the extra truck stop. Oof. Yeah.
Oh my!
See how much those Tonka trucks are worth today?
I'm surprised you read that comment. But well played, Papa Blue.
Oh yeah, 60s for sure, because it's first gen Tonka toys.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are Tonka toys that were old even when we were kids, type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were.
But yeah, those are second gen vets.
You could do anything with a Tonka toy,
and that's back when Tonka toys were built so tough an adult could lean on one and it's not going to collapse and break. And yeah, it's about time someone compiled the best of them. I know, right, Steve? And it's funny that it's on vinyl too. Like,
yeah,
like not playable by a truck driver while on the road. And then Charles, do you really want to get home from work and then hear songs about work?
Well, this is for all the guys.
Totally immersed in the lifestyle at this point, right?
This is all the guys that aren't truck drivers that got the CB radio at home. You know,
it's a lonely night. I just keep the CB on to hear who's out there. Well, it could be 1970, Joe, but that was a body style since at least 63, if not 62.
Sean says they issued the 8-track too.
Of course. For on the road.
Again.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's try the next one. Best of truck driver songs. Sure. No track listings. Just got purely on faith. Wow. Nappy Brown. Something gonna jump out the bushes. It actually should be out of the bushes. That's a lot of teeth, Nappy. You know his hair is cut that short because of his nickname, right? Wow, that someone likes cocaine. What's with the Lee press-on nail? Speaking of throbbing gristle, I call it the stranger. He's like, it looks like a lady's giving. No, it doesn't. It looks like a man hand with lady fingernails on.
Oh my. This is like,
yeah, Nappy Brown. Wow. Yeah, cocaine nails, right? And several. It's big. You can load them all up at once.
This is kind of like the what can you do not to sell the album?
Right. Notice the plastic's still on it.
Yeah, for a reason.
Right. I don't even know. Is this even music?
I bet you it's a comedy album. It's got to be.
Oh, Brian went dark. Wow. Wow. I can't read that.
No, not even going there.
Blacktop Records. Seriously? I know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. What does it say in the bottom left corner? I think that's where it says Blacktop Records.
That's where it says Blacktop Records, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like everything is awesome. The colors. I don't know.
The face of bath salts. Exactly, Billy.
I love the word bubble coming out of his forehead.
Right. Which, yeah, is a thought. Because if it's coming to the forehead, you think it would be the dots into a cloud.
Right, it would be the dots. Yeah.
Yeah. Really? A fake plant, you think? It is, Marcel. It can't be. I can't read that either, Mayhem.
No.
Let's maybe try another one, Charles, because this is. I told you it's an eclectic bunch tonight.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, let's. Born to Die. The Road Heavers. What? Born to Die.
Why does this picture look like she's smiling like he's about to choke her?
Right? Well, she's into certain kinks.
Oh, my.
That's yeah. It's in stereo, too, apparently.
Of course.
I don't think it needs to be.
Yep. Hello there, Matt. Yep, not a cult.
No, not a cult at all. Yeah, Road Heavers. I don't get it either, Marcel. I guess that's their name. They're a couple. It's a his and her situation. They're ghosts, right? Yeah, right?
Yep.
It was actually originally, it was a photo of a plant behind them or something, Charles, but then when exposed, this here, the guy, ah! And then the photographer went from like dark hair to white hair, and he's scarred for life. And
it is. I don't know how they look at this and yeah, this is going to sell the album.
You know they sell it at their shows, right? And they only do church gigs. It does look like he's choking her. but she's smiling about it. Just saying. There's Munch. He did. He did.
Yep, that he did. Hello there, Munch.
Low-key gangster, right? Guy who never talks above a whisper. You tell because he's got that little flash of gray in the middle there, Charles, right?
I think Kent has to comment on this one, though.
Right. All right. Yeah, 67 people watching. I hope you've hit the like. If you haven't already, please do, folks. It helps
you really should.
spread the word and promotes the show. See, 68.
And on the very off chance you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for?
Of course, you know. Participate. Say hi in the chat. You know, we always like seeing new people. Let's move on to the next one. Though. This is. Yeah, you're welcome, Mike. Yeah, Michael Kress is just imagining what their shows are like. I think it's like Edna Boyle, like she's on the organ and he kind of sings. It's like a weird gospel lounge act thing. There's Dylan. Skull. Wow. I assume Yoop. And then he even? Sure. I'm just more looking at these.
That's
wow. Okay. I thought the bigger guy may have been the drummer, as you know, sometimes the case, but then the other guy's got the drumsticks.
Looks like they got their hands on a Kiss album.
Right. Is the buddy holding a guitar on the far right? What's going on there? Yeah. Nope. Just animal skin.
Just the
in with, yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow. And the big guy's got all the gold chains on, Charles.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure.
Actually, so is the guy on the far left.
I love the silver the star badge there. Too.
Yeah.
They got their hands on the Kiss album, and that's Cyrillic.
This is I don't know. Euro Kiss though, yeah, early Striper cover, right? Like, yeah, it just
this is
like new wave of British heavy metal.
This is beyond the Iron Curtain, kind of stuff.
I just get a kick out of what spawned all this whole studs and leather thing, Charles, was Rob Halford starting to buy stagewear at bondage stores. Basically letting the world know he's gay without saying he's gay.
Right.
Because he's like, look back, like, oh, you were seeing this big tongue. He's like, I don't understand how. I thought it was pretty obvious. It's like, and it spawned the whole this and the Road Warrior. It's the Albanian Iron Maiden. Exactly.
Yep.
That's what it is.
I'm willing to roll with that.
Yeah. The big guy borrowed his sister's blouse. Yeah. Okay, Goldthwait really went downhill. Yeah.
Shit. Damn.
Yeah. Wow. Yoop. Kudos on the logo, not half bad. Not gonna say, like with the way the font, they created a font, and or is it U? Is that an A before the P? Possibly.
It's like YOAP.
Yaup. Yeah, I don't know. Let's move on. What do we got next, Trev? Can't get any worse, honest.
Perhaps.
Well, wow. Brother, Lon and Derek Van Eaton. Where does one guy's hair end and the next start?
Oh, my.
It's a whole different level of creepy, Charles.
Yep.
Looks like a Quentin James meme, actually. Just right?
Okay, you're going to see this. This is going to be on Quentin's channel tonight. It's me on his Facebook tonight. I'm telling you.
Brother, Lon and Derek Van Eaton.
I'm afraid to say anything.
Marcel, I wish they were females. Okay. Yeah. I bet they do too.
Oh no.
Yep. And you know it's the guy in the back that came up with the idea of the album. You want to do what? You want us to what?
Just trust me. Just trust me.
Yeah, that's a whole Just both. Okay, I'll pass on this one too. Yep. We got 71 people watching. Yeah, right. Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham before the eyebrow work. Nice. Their mom took the pic. Yeah, right before bath.
Has got a good comment.
Oh, Time Bag is not liking this one bit. Well, we got Chris disturbed. Perfect.
Oh, okay. So we've accomplished something.
See, it's the way you can show hypocrisy in a way, Charles. Like a lot of people, ooh, if it was two chicks, it'd be awesome. But two guys, ooh, well, you know, maybe we're trying to bring in less of a sausage fest around here. I don't know. No,
I'm just not going there.
Yep.
Yeah, yes, that's because they drugged him in order to do the cover.
Yeah. Oh, he's dosed. Yep. Heroin's a powerful drug. Barbiturates, I was told. That's some high-level jujitsu right there. I'll always protect you, little brother. I know. Let's move on, Charles.
Please.
The way he said. Tonics. Vendus Melody. Wow, check out those outfits. Wow. The 70s were a wonderful time if you're in a band, Charles.
Not for them, it wasn't.
At some point, it's weird because, like, post-hippies, you know, you had just wear regular streetwear type thing, you know, like the Allman Brothers, Doobie Brothers, or still the whole coordinated uniform, for lack of a better term.
There is nothing.
Those are the biggest bow ties I've ever seen. I'm just saying it right now.
There is nothing redeeming about this uniform, or whatever you want to call it.
It's like a 6-man all-male.
Yes, that's not even a bow tie. That is a sewn-on choice.
Look at the left there. The quality of the sideburns and the hair. You can't tell where one ends on the next start. Yeah, that dude. Good on you, bro. Yeah, wow. And the puffy sleeves, of course. Wow.
They've done the extra long cuff. Weird.
As Billy says, I need a shirt that looks like I'm wearing a bra. It's like they all got caught trying on their mom's bras over their shirts.
Oh, be honest. When you first saw this, how long did you look to see if there was a woman in there?
I didn't. I just assumed it was all men in matching outfits.
At least it went platinum.
Yeah. Hey, Dad, I heard Mary. Dad's always bragging all the time, Charles. You know, like as he's a music expert. Oh, I used to be in a band. You know, all of a sudden you come home one day. So, found your album, Dad. What the fuck? You've lost all credibility. They left their clown masks in the van.
My whole childhood was a lie.
At least it went platinum. Yeah.
If you look down the lower right hand corner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, got it. Yeah.
Yep. The Star Trek film spinoff. Ooh. All right, let's try another one. Excuse me. Have at least one more. Here we go. Sex. Should we wait?
By Dr.
and Mrs. J.C. Wilkie.
Well,
Right. You know he's not a medical doctor, Charles. It's gonna be a doctor of like photography or something like that.
something like that.
Like this just reeks of pyramid scheme, cult. I don't know. It's creepy on a whole different level.
It is. The fact that they're looking in two different
pretty much
directions.
like, no, never, nope.
It's a still picture, but you got to imagine the minute after this picture was taken, she's blinking her eyes to the person over here saying, "Help me."
Right.
And
I love the big 70s lamp making its appearance in the foreground. Yeah. I like how she doesn't even really get a name. It's just like his name and Mrs. basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I present, we get married. I present Mr. and Mrs. blah, blah, blah.
Matt says she never blinked again.
It's at this point she realized there's a syringe in her thigh.
Wow, that's pretty dark there, Chris.
40 minutes of abstinence education. There's plenty of other fun things to do. Not as fucking fun as sex. I'm just saying. That's kind of the main point in having a girlfriend. There's a lot of stuff you can do with the guy.
It's the whole should we wait and Dr. and Mrs. doesn't fit.
I can pal around with guys doing most things, but there's certain things kind of want to have a lady around for.
Oh, Brian, that's wrong.
Wow. It looks like they're in the midst of like doing a 60 Minutes interview or something, recapping a very terrible traumatic experience.
It's taken directly from their couples counseling session.
Uh-huh.
Oh my!
Ooh, excuse me. So I believe, that is the last one. Sex. Should we wait? Again, if you zoomed in just a little more, you could have got more of that the lampshade out of it. It's like it's a terrible photo.
Well, it's bad.
She's thinking, I never get to finish. Right? Yeah. Okay. She's like, I don't really see the point in doing it. It's That sounds more about him than you. All right, Bo, enjoy firing up the pizza oven. Keith, still waiting.
Does Bo deliver?
Yeah, right. I don't know if he ain't delivering the weed. I don't think he's delivering the pizza. There we go. Thank you, Trev, as always. There's an interesting eclectic bunch this week, Charles.
It was something. It was interesting because you didn't know if the next one's going to be worse.
Yeah.
Or better or
we covered a lot of bases. We covered some gospel stuff, some lost in translation, some just what the fuck.
But it was real good for like honest reaction.
Yep. Oh, well, great. The heartburn's already back again. Well, that lasted 20 minutes. Oh, boy. Should have brought him down with me. Nope, that would have been too smart. So there we go. All right, so we'll see you this Friday with Guitar Safari.
That maybe. Yeah, we might do that.
We might. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and thank the patrons. See, just remembered. Woohoo!
Thank the patrons. Remind folks that you've got a Water Buffalo meeting on the 2nd.
Yes, which is not this Saturday, but next Saturday, which is a long weekend in Canada, if you didn't know. It doesn't sound weird and socialist at all, Charles. It's called the Civic Holiday.
Of course.
Right? Other provinces have like Manitoba Day and British Columbia Day. We just call it Civic Holiday. Yeah, I don't know. I think they just did it because it's finally, it's nice weather this time of year. So, hey, have a long weekend. Enjoy. So
For sure.
Thanks as always, Charles.
Thank you, sir.
All right, I'm just going to quickly adjust my audio. There we go. I want to thank you. You can become a patron. Wow, Michael B. going dark. Heritage Day in Alberta. There we go. See you, Mark. I want to shout out Bent Tom, Guitar Man 45, Jeff K, Symmetry, Gear Junkie 35, that's Jason. T. Ricky, Todd Flowers, Randy Crooks, Blackjack Guitar, John ZD351, Charles 75N, Unfucking Believable, Josh Tamberg, Riff Keith H, L&M Guitar Corner, Doug Strong, Paul McNary, JP Page 2, Farouk Tony, Charles Green, Mr. Sanderson 59, Lawrence Cash of Alaska, Searching for Tone, the voice of Cornhole, Dastardly Dave, Puppy Badass, Marcel LeBlanc, and Steve Munch Michelli. Excuse me. Craft dinner, Ed, because I get heartburn from anything I eat. I have chronic heartburn. It sucks. The volume does get low, Jean, when I have to turn off the echo cancellation to play guitar. What's up, Richard Nagamitsu? That's why I warned everybody I was going to get quieter. I swear, some people listen with the volume off. I don't know how that works. Charles, a fella could do a community post for your polls, so it could be running throughout the week, and you could check it out by Friday. Who does? Steve Cassidy does a similar thing. Stop ripping me off. Rip him off. He's much more popular. Just saying. what Charles needs to learn. Was that? Yeah, something like that. Thank you, William. What can we play? Ooh. Excuse me. How about a little Judas Priest, Trev? All right. flopping around, starting to get a little sweaty under the finger. I'm like, it's all moving around. I'm like, woo, ooh, ooh. It's like hitting a couple patches of black ice there, cruising down the highway all of a sudden. All right. And then I wrote, what? And just remember, folks, for me to play all these shitty songs badly, I can't monetize these shows, so if you can help a fella out with a little tip in the donation jar. I don't know Suffrage City. I know a few Bowie tunes, but hang on. I don't have the string. Hang on. How about we do that while we do that? There we go. What can we do now? One of my old tunes, Charles. Whew. What else we do drop tuning since we're here? Yeah, we turn the flanger on. fact, Charles, I wrote Greasy Weasel on this guitar. Special, Richard. Oh yeah, he tuned in late. There'll be a demo or a restream coming out on later this week, and I'll be posting the link to the demo of it tomorrow, if I remember. I'll try to remember. Yeah, it's one of the rare made in Japan specials, let alone with hardtail. What? Extra verse. Oh. All the downstrokes. Haven't played it in an age. And Charles like, let's hear that one. All right. Thank you, by the way, Charles, for the donation too. I appreciate that. Hobo Roadie in the house. forgot the chorus part of that song. Just realized that. It's the same chords, you just hold them instead of... Bet you didn't know that was a Bob Dylan song, Charles. In fact, originally recorded by the Traveling Wilburys. This Tweeter and the Monkey Men. Some little boys down the road in Kingston called the Headstones decided to just rock it up a little bit. What can we wrap up the night with? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? That's a nice tone. Folks, another of all the shows I've ever done. This is definitely one of them. I want to thank everybody that tuned in. We got a good crowd in tonight. It was awesome. Appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. Of course, if you want to help the channel out, there's a virtual tip jar. You can click that join button, become a member, become a patron while I eat my hair. Fan. There's plenty of ways. You know, I love doing this, and you guys continue to allow me to do it. That's all I can say about it. I know Charles is like, great looking guitar, but she's only bound on one side, so I'll pass. He's like, fuck, you know, yeah, one job, EVH. Yeah, I know. But then again, it doesn't even have a carved top. She's a flat top. So you can tell by the lack of a curvature in the body. Wow, I polished the bejesus out of this, and you wouldn't know it. She's got all the fingerprints tonight. How do I get them all the way over and everything? I don't even understand it. Well, if you want to see me clean this guitar, tune in on Thursday. Also, fun fact, one of the two demos this week of guitars, I sneeze on one. So that happened. So as always, folks, thanks for tuning in. Actually, shout out to anybody contributed. Oh, that'll be Charles. Thanks, Charles. Appreciate it. He keeps the lights on for another day and a half. And we'll see each other when we see each other. Well, I'll see you if you put out content. You'll see me when next time I put out content. That's how that works. So hold those doors open. Let Mark Taft in ahead in traffic because he doesn't drive. So just let him go. I don't know why he's behind the wheel of the car. I hope it's an emergency. Well, I don't, because emergencies are usually never a good thing. But there we go. Happy tone chasing. Doug's wife is real. You know, and of course, don't litter.